Today we're doing a speed build. Yay. Okay, so yay, I'm so excited about this. So excited. So it's been a couple of months now. I was hanging out with a good friend of mine, Jennifer, and I was like, I want to build you a dream home. Like, I want to be inspired. I want to build, like, what does your dream home look like? Like, I feel like that's a really personal question that is like way more personal and tells you so much more about someone than like their favorite color. Like, I would say this is on par with like, what would be your like death row meal? You know what I mean? Is that wild? I don't know. I've asked her that too. I can't remember what it is now, so maybe it doesn't matter, but this will stick with me. And she was like, girl, I do not know. Okay, sorry. I'm speaking very fast. I'm going to try to slow down. So in an inebriated state, she did tell me like her must-haves and her, not as much wanting of things. So let me just go through that list right now because I think I still have it on my phone. Let's see. Okay, I do have it on my phone. She said 3 floors because she wanted like, a second story, but then a basement would be great for storage. So we did do that. The second one was that she wanted a lot of space for storage. So we did do that. And then she said she wanted large windows. She did not want vaulted ceilings because it's hard to like heat and clean and all that. She definitely wanted a lot of outdoor space, so decks and or porches. And then she wanted it to be like some of them covered, maybe some others not covered. There are vibes to be had. She wanted flower beds and gardens. She and her parents have like the most beautiful flower beds and a huge like vegetable and fruit garden, like big garden. And I've had plenty of produce out of that garden. It's pretty good. She wanted a bar or like a breakfast nook area, like a more informal eating area. At least 2 bedrooms, a walk-in shower. I started asking her about like architecture and she was like, Leah, I don't know what you're saying. And I was like, me neither. It's okay, girl. But we kind of landed somewhere in the like cottage or like Tudor vibes. And if you're seeing this, you can tell that we navigated pretty quickly away from that, but it worked out. I had some late night intuition. It came to me in a vision and we got there. She definitely wanted some fireplaces. So we did that. No yellow. Not a fan of yellow, which I think is, I have opinions about that, but okay. I feel like, honestly, like, whatever, we won't talk about it. She loves blue and gray, so there's lots of blue in this house. There is some gray in this house, but I leaned more into the blue. She wants a dog someday, so I definitely made her some dog-friendly areas in the home. And then carpet in the bedrooms, which is an unpopular opinion. And I said that and she was like, oh my gosh, really? I said, yeah, it's like really outdated now to put carpet in bedrooms. Like people have just navigated away from that and it's seen as not as luxurious or updated as having hardwood. But I did that for her and listen, I respect it. She wanted at least 2.5 bathrooms. So we surpassed that pretty fine. She wanted a mud room and she really likes the look of having those like lockers when you come into a home or like a space to like drop all of your things. And I was like, girl, that's fine. I put that in a lot of houses. I can do that for you. She wanted a pantry. Oh crap. I didn't give her a pantry, but I gave her a really big kitchen. So like, it's fine. Gosh, dang it. I think that's the only thing I didn't do. And then she wanted a garage with a shed or workshop, black or wood cabinets. Oh my God, I didn't do that either. Wow. Eek. Basement for entertaining. She wanted to have lots of books and a walk-in closet. So really, I think the only thing I didn't fully deliver on was the pantry and then black or wood cabinets. I ended up going with gray from the Parenthood cabinets. I go with those all the time. They're pretty neutral, but she literally didn't notice when I showed her the build because I have shown her the build because I can't keep a secret to save my life, y'all, to save my life. But anyway, I was doing some interior things, which I don't always do, but I was building the home from scratch and it kind of went off the rails. And as you can see, we are building in the cats and dogs world. I can never think of what it's called. I always want to say it's not Brindleton Bay, right? Crap, now I gotta look it up. Yeah, it was Brindleton Bay. I should have just trusted myself. Honestly, I know Nick's gonna get on here and be like, you're not even a real fan. Do other people do that? Is that an internet thing or do we just do that? It's probably a meme. I'm not creative enough to come up with something on our own. Nick and I constantly, if you like can't remember something from your favorite show or like a sports team or whatever, like, you're not a real fan. We say that to each other so much, and every time we get irrationally angry about being told that we're not a real fan of a thing that we are definitely a fan of. Anyway, it usually comes up when I say something about Lord of the Rings or don't know something about Lord of the Rings. It's like, well, you're not a real fan. And if you know nothing of Lord of the Rings, J.K. Rowling, the turf that she is, couldn't hold a candle to my boy Tolkien. That man has lore so far. Anyway, we can't talk about this. Anyway, trans women are women. I just want to throw that out there, okay? Anyway, so we're moving on. Moving on to the things that actually matter. We are doing the exterior of this build. She didn't say she wanted a pool, but I knew she would want a pool, okay? I knew she would want a pool. So it's so cute. This pool area, lots of outdoor area. I gave her a front porch and a back porch and a small balcony, and then I gave her this huge patio area. Jennifer also is a big bonfire person. We just went to her house for a bonfire the other day, and it had been years since we had done that, so it was super great. Had a really good time. And yeah, so I think the exterior, we really went with this Cape Cod vibe, and she was like, okay. Like, I was like, listen, I know we talked about cottage, I know we talked about Tudor maybe, but something came over me. I was looking around this neighborhood, which I felt like this particular neighborhood and this plot would be really nice for Jennifer. She kind of grew up like it's not out of town. Like, Jennifer and I went to high school together. We've known each other for a long, long time. She doesn't live, like, her parents' home isn't out of town. It is like kind of sits back behind a subdivision, the only subdivision in our town, basically. I live in a really rural, or my hometown is a really rural, small city, and there's like a main downtown area and kind of an uptownish area, and then not a whole lot else. So like once you're past that immediate in town, you might as well be in the woods, essentially. So Jennifer's house does sit back in the woods, but it's not like super far from town. And I kind of thought that this particular plot would be really good for that, because it's not totally outside of Brindleton Bay, but it is right on the outskirts, kind of by like this highway area. I know it's so dumb, like that's too much thought, and I way over explained it, but it was important to me, okay? Anyway, so we just did this little locker area. You've seen it 100 times. If you've watched any of my builds, I've done that in so many of my builds. I love a formal entryway. So I was just kind of prettying up this little entryway. And yeah, I really love how this came out, dude. Really love how this came out. So like I said, this video kind of grew out of proportion. On accident. I was trying to get those angles right with the Cape Cod roofing, and things just kind of, everything went awry. All right. Everything went awry, but we got there in the end. It is totally way bigger than Jennifer was expecting, but we got there in the end. So on this main floor, you walk into the formal entryway, and then there's like a formal sitting area and a dining room. And then on the other side of the dining room is this large kitchen with a bar area. And then even further back is an informal living area with big TV and a huge fireplace. And, this is where the mess is, basically. And then there's also stairs to the basement and a half bath and a mudroom, as well as another door to the backyard. So I don't think Jennifer is really the kind of person who would need a formal and informal living area. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it worked out in this floor plan. Like I said, I did this totally from scratch, whereas most of the things that I build, I sketch on graph paper just so that I can kind of streamline my building in The Sims, because I don't know, it's something I do. Like when I'm bored, I'll just kind of doodle on some graph paper, and then it's kind of nice because you can come into the game and place your walls and you're good to go. But I kind of went for obviously a Cape Cod vibe, but I just wanted it to be like cozy and comfortable, and no one in particular style, in my opinion. Just like cozy casual was kind of the vibe. And I don't know. I mean, I think it worked out really well. She seemed to like it when I showed it to her. It was, like I said, quite a bit bigger than she was expecting. But in terms of just like the style and the colors, I think that we got there in the end. So I'm just kind of cluttering up this more formal area. Like I said, I can't see, like, this is a good Christmas tree window, which I appreciate and Jennifer appreciates. So I figured this is where like a Christmas tree definitely goes during the holidays, and there's a little fireplace, so but I just thought like this wasn't a really good area for a living room area, so I put that in the back. And I don't know, I really, really like the way this house turned out. But the kitchen is ginormous, and then wanted, those big doors that came with eco lifestyle to go out onto this porch. And I don't know, I think it worked out. Oh crap, I gave her yellow stools. Jennifer, you just got a deal, all right? Yellow goes really well with blue and gray, so you gotta have balance, okay, honey? You can't just be blue and gray. That would be very not umami. Does anyone know what umami is? I'm sure people do. I don't really know what umami is, but I think it's when things are like balanced, I think. And it can't be if you don't have any warm colors, okay? That's my rant for the day. Anyway, so we're doing this giant kitchen. Like I said, I totally blanked on giving her a pantry, and I totally could have. I just forgot. Dang it. Because there's tons of room. Like, this is a huge build. I totally could have done a pantry. I'm so upset with myself. Oh my goodness. And I was just talking about how I was so glad it worked out, and here I'm using yellow bar stools and no pantry. Gosh darn it. Anyway, sorry. Gonna try to be nice to myself. But yeah, so I don't know. There's nothing like super fancy about the kitchen. It's just really large, like XXL. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. It's not anything totally different from what I usually do, but I think it will serve the purposes that Jennifer was going for. And then I think I put a little like pet area over here by the stairs. I wanted there to be like an open staircase, and then I think I put like a credenza or something, and then I added a like treat thing and I guess some food bowls. I must have put some food bowls down. And then I gave her a Roomba because, if you got pets, you want a Roomba. Unless you're like me and you're afraid that your dog will like attack it because he would be so scared. And he's an old man and he doesn't deserve that. So yeah, I don't have a Roomba. I'd love one, but I also just love the vacuum I have. So, you take what you can get, I guess. But yeah, so I really like this house. Like I said, I've said it like 6 times now. It was a lot bigger than Jennifer was expecting, but I'd rather it be a little too big than a little bit too small. Like, you can kind of grow into it. Jennifer doesn't have kids. Actually, no one in our friend group currently has children. And I think at this point we're all like at the like socially acceptable age to have children. We just don't. It's because we're millennials and I don't know, we're all tied up in student loans and stuff. So none of us have kids yet. Jennifer does want kids in the future someday. So I would just like to say that I gave her a lot of room to grow. You know what I mean? But we're working on the giant, I think it's pretty big, mudroom. She definitely wanted something big so that she could come in and do what you do in a mudroom. So I have it off of this like back entryway. I figured you come out the garden, you can come right in here and like put yo dirty things right into that wash and wash up right in the laundry room. That's what they're for, right? I don't know. That's what we use ours for, like coming in, and you don't want to go all the way into your house to like take your dirty clothes off or shoes off or wash your hands or whatever. I don't know, man. And she has a little half bathroom too. Honestly, I know I've said it a couple times, but I really do think like the floor plan of this flowed really nicely and it made a lot of sense in my opinion. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So I don't know. I hope Jennifer really enjoyed it. There were lots of little things that I was like, ooh, Jennifer will like this. Like those photos that I think are from Dine Out randomly. I thought like Jennifer really enjoys traveling. She's traveled abroad a few times even. So I wanted to include some pictures, thinking maybe she like put up pictures of her travels. And yeah, I just wanted this room to be super cozy and family oriented and put a little blanket there. And like I said, Jennifer is an avid reader, so I have lots of books going on. And look at me not putting a television right above a fireplace. I thought she would really like this giant fireplace that we got with cottage living. Her current house, she still lives with her mom, and like, no hate, homie, no hate, you be saving that money, girl, you be saving that money, girl. But she still lives with her mom, and her parents' house is more like, it's kind of a log cabin exterior, but the interior is more like mission style. And Jennifer, I would say, leans way more log cabin-y than mission style. So I took some things from like log cabin vibes and put them into, you know, Cape Cod vibes. And there is some crossover there, obviously. So this giant fireplace I felt like was super appropriate, and like, oh, this room is just cozy. Everything about this is just cozy. Like, I just want to take a little nap on that couch. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed the way this turned out. And of course, I had to put in a dog bed for her dog, and then the globe bar, because for whatever reason, The Sims won't just give us a regular bar cart. I am grouchy about it. I will be grouchy about it until the day we get a bar cart. Why is no one else outraged at this? Like, I hate to be like unpopular opinion, and it's an opinion everyone has, but I don't think I've ever heard anyone mention the fact that, like, we have giant bars and we have a globe bar. Could we just get a bar cart? Like, who bartends? I'm from the Midwest. If anyone knows anything about bartending in your basement, it's this girl from the Midwest, okay? But like, we're past that. We need bar carts. We're millennials, all right? Please help us. Send help. Anyway, we've moved on to the second floor. Unfortunately, the recording got all messed up, so I had to undo everything and then redo everything in these first two rooms. So I made her a craft room. You'll get to see much more of it in the screenshots. And then I did make a children's room, and there's like a sweet little detail in here. I included this bed. I think it's the bunk bed from the interior decorator pack. It's a wooden bed frame. Jennifer still sleeps in her like childhood loft bed. She loves her loft bed because you have so much room for activities. And it's something her and her dad built together. And it's super important. And I just think that someday Jennifer will take that bed with her, and like, her kids could use it. And I even think that, you know, she and her kid might put together like a bottom bunk, like it's just a loft bed, and, you know, maybe her and her children will put together a bottom bunk, and I don't know, just like things. So I guess I can't like talk about this without saying that unfortunately Jennifer's father passed away this year, and it was pretty unexpected and very sad. And Jennifer and her dad are really close, and I don't know, just like pulls at your little heartstrings. Cancer this year has been a huge hitter in my personal family and my friend groups, and I don't know, just, you know, everyone has been affected by this, and just like, send all the good vibes Jennifer's way, say all the nice things, because she and her family deserve it. And yeah, I just like, I think especially now that bed frame, I don't know, like, it kind of hits different. I know this is just a Sims build, and I'm just some lady on the internet. But when I was building this for Jennifer, we knew her dad was sick, but he was still here with us. And I don't know, like, now I'm gonna get choked up right here. But yeah, so just like, send good vibes, say hi to Jennifer, tell her you love her. Anyway. All right, cool. We're going to dry it up now. We've moved on to Jennifer's owner's suite. She wanted a walk-in shower, so I gave her a giant shower. Honestly, the bathroom in general is really, really big. So I gave her a standing tub and a walk-in shower with 2 shower heads, 2 sinks. Girl, we are living in luxury in this room, okay? Like, truly, this is the ideal bathroom. You don't have to like it, but you have to respect it, or whatever that meme is. So yeah, this is kind of the first step into Jennifer's room. And then while I was speaking earlier, we did a guest bedroom. I just figured, like, that's where I can come and stay. It's where her mom can come and stay, her brother. Like, that's the guest room. That's where people can come and live a little luxurious life. And that bedroom also has an ensuite. It's a little smaller, but like, girl, you got a guest room with an ensuite. So there's actually 3 full bathrooms on this floor, and technically there would be 4 bedrooms. So I wanted to maintain that blue vibe that we have throughout the rest of the house in Jennifer's room, and then the rest of the room being pretty neutral. I just wanted this to be like a very relaxing area. I actually feel like the walls that I chose match her current bedroom walls a little bit. Like, it's kind of the same blue tone in my opinion, but I wanted the rest of it to be pretty neutral and relaxing and just like a safe haven area for her. Jennifer also wanted a large walk-in closet, so I gave her that. This is one of those Sims builds that has a few closets. I think every room has a closet except for the craft room, so yay for closets. I honestly am running out of breath considerably, but yeah, I just thought Cape Cod style definitely have to have some kind of a balcony. So I wanted Jennifer to have a balcony, mostly because her room doesn't have like a ton of windows. So she has 2 windows and then the sliding glass doors. And then I just thought I'd give her another little fireplace up here, just so like those cold winter nights and you can put your fireplace on and read in bed with some fuzzy socks on. Do y'all do this when you build? I know I say that before, but like, I don't know, I just gotta do this when I build. I gotta think about like, what is the mood in this room? Like, can you read a book here? Is there enough lighting to read a book? And I think we nailed it. Thank you very much. But we end up doing the little balcony, and then I think the basement is coming up. But yeah, I just wanted this to seem really luxurious for Jennifer, and large bathroom, a large closet. This room absolutely did not need to be this big, but it is this big. It's very large, lots of room for activities, which is great because, you know, I didn't give her a loft bed. Now we're doing that little balcony, just something small and simple, sweet. Jennifer's also really crafty, hence the craft room. So I decided to go ahead and put an easel out here, which is great. If you download this build, it'll be on the gallery. If you download this build and your Sims paint, you can do like paint from reference, and you'll have those gorgeous Brindleton Bay views. So then downstairs there's like a living area. I wanted to give her a huge storage area, another bathroom, and then like a guest room. I kind of realized that upstairs I didn't give her a computer anywhere, so I gave her the Murphy bed in this room and a desk for a computer, just because your Sims need a computer. Like, realistically, Jennifer is playing on her laptop on the couch or in bed, but your Sims can't do that, so we have to have a formal desk and computer area. So that's kind of what this room ended up being. And I just made real quick work of this basement, tried to be concise about it all. So yeah, but it's cute though. I don't do a lot of basements in The Sims. They aren't really popular in The Sims. Like, you don't see a lot of people including a basement, which I think is interesting, just because like I grew up in a house in a basement, so did Nick. A lot of houses have basements. So I did give her a big giant bar down here, and then we love to play games, so I gave her the Don't Wake the Llama table, and then that's it. The screenshots are coming up, so thank you all so much for watching. Again, please just give all the love and good vibes to Jennifer. It was really fun for me to do this house and pay a little tribute to her dad. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.